Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining the Twitter space. And this is the bi weekly AMA we do. So, this time it's on Twitter, as you know. And as always, we wait for a couple of more minutes, let everyone else join, and we begin the AMA. Thank you very much. All right, so let's begin. Again, thank you very much for joining this AMA. And for everyone to know, we have today as rewards 10,000 wealth to five best questions asked. I would pick four people who would, ask live and one from the chat that we have because, we have been a bit moderate in understanding, everyone cannot speak English and ask questions. So let's take four live and one from the chat. So here we go. Let's begin. Every time we begin the AMA with Arsenal. So this is also a regular day for us. And we start with Arsenal. Arsenal, we announced today that Arsenal 2.0 is coming up. It's a change from Arsenal 1 series to 2 series. Why? Because we are moving more towards the Web3 structure. So basically, excuse me, I have a bad throat today. Basically, Web3 gaming can be kind of more successful if the game developers are building the game and the web developers are integrating the blockchain, or let's say the game developers are learning to integrate the blockchain. If you see the other way around, if the blockchain developers are developing games and integrating blockchain to it, the financial structure is really very good, but the product is still weak. So now Arsenal 2.0 is kind of a statement where we as game developers we did build one game, though still not perfect yet. But Arsenal 2.0 will be a statement that we are going to have the Web3 structure and kind of it will get closer to that more financial structure with it is going to come up with weapons as NFTs. It is going to it is going to come up with new maps and all kinds of improvements and some other uh, updates from the community feedback like change of nickname and etc. With Arsenal 2.0, we will see season 2.0 coming up, season 2.0 tournament. Season 1.0, we had some, good participants, but I would say, we were kind of a bit disappointed because not many did understand. When you are looking at an investment, I'm still looking at, a lot of community members who are, you know, still reluctant to buy even $1,000 worth of NFTs or 2,000 wealth worth of NFTs or even 200 worth wealth of NFTs. I know it is a bit of threshold there. You have to take a step and you think, oh, if I'm doing this, what I'm gonna do. But just think of it's just very small. I also do understand, you could be a student, for you that can be a good amount, but I was also a student and I went from India to Europe to study. And then after a year, I was on my own. I was doing part-time jobs. I was doing whatever I could. And looking from that perspective, I feel, apart from the multiplier NFTs, the other NFTs that are listed on the marketplace are pretty cheap and it can be bought for once. So just have a look. So what happened with season NFTs were, some of them who really understood the game, they bought the NFTs, but many of them were like, oh, it's $50, it's $40. Why should we buy? What are we gonna get? But if you look at, people who did actually really very well, they have got some very good, investment returns. Some are like where the winner is like very very happy. It was a dream come true for him. I've said this in previous AMA also. So do not take the season 2 NFT a bit lightly. $50. What's gonna happen? You're gonna die, you're gonna lose your entire money. No, you're not. If you're even if you're kind of average skilled, I would say $50 is not even a gamble. You can easily get your investment back by playing seasons 2. I'm not giving you an financial advice, but then just letting take that step in terms of web3 gaming. That's when you will understand the potential of what you're doing. It you'll understand your potential of your own investment, how much it can grow. So look out for season 2 NFTs. Will sorry, season 2.0 coming up, and when the NFT pre-sale goes, do think this time what you can gain from it. All right. So this is about Arsenal, and moving on to our kind of fan favorite. My favorite is Fanbuilt. Fanbuilt is progressing very well. There's so many elements of developments, but luckily we did not have kind of, you know, uh, I would say great challenges. It's just that we are making it better, 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 better every time. So this weekend should be a very big alpha testing with everything integrated with, again, we did a bit of UI changes because we understand, for a fantasy app, it is so really very important to have the best user experience, because I have been there. I have known, you know if that is smooth, my gameplay becomes easier and I'm in a good mood to play. If that is not smooth, if I'm doing a kind of an investment into such app and my mind is not really very well to occupy, or to think about what's going to happen next, I might lose my investment. So we really have to make it smooth so that you have the perfect mood and your brain is functioning well, and when the real time comes of you using your skills to get back your investment, you are your best. So that's why it's only for the people who are going to use it, the people who are going to play it, and it's really going well, I would say. And we are expecting to give you a hot announcement by next week. So please stay tuned, and you will know more about Fanbuild by next week. Something very cool coming up. Okay, next would be, we'll talk about the our latest game launch, which is H2O. I congratulated the team. It's not even a week that we launched H2O. It was a fine. It was a good one. Excuse me. So yeah, after the launch, we knew, there'll be a lot of bug testing. There'll be a lot of feedbacks we get. So we collected all of them. Half of the bugs have been solved. Half of the feedback has been solved. Hopefully, we are trying to push a new version of H2O by the end of this week. Again with improvements in the game, so that the players who are already playing it are happier than before. But H2O right now, what you see now, if you I'll compare it with Arsenal. If you go back, what's the date now? Okay, if you go back about a year ago, yeah, a year ago should be fine. And if you watch Arsenal how it was, and if you see Arsenal how it is, that's like drastic changes. That's immense changes. The game is much much better. That's how H2O is gonna shape up. H2O now is fine, I would say. I would say it's a decent game, but there are so many elements to add to H2O. Like for example, we're gonna add a battle royale mode wherein you'll have a very big map, and any player can anytime get into the map and challenge any other players in the map itself. So this will allow for us to make use of the multiplier NFTs that we have now for Arsenal. So now we are giving we are justifying the meaning of universal NFTs, wherein you can use every NFT in every game. So you're using these multipliers for Arsenal. moving forward you'll be able to use it for S2O as well. So how can you use it? Just giving an example. So when you are in the battle royale mode and you're getting points, so it's very simple. It's simple math. If you have a 10x NFT, the wealth that you earn will be multiplied into 10. So that's the battle road we are working on. I mean, the team is working on right now. Hopefully, we try to release it by next month. We'll see. I do not have any dates for it. And then there are other modes where you'll have a challenge mode where you need to collect wealth during your course, and you'll have a lot of challenges where you have to make sure that your boats doesn't get damaged and you don't lose a lot of fuels. Sorry, a lot of fuel. Now, in this challenge mode, you'll also be able to use your consumable NFTs. Let's say, for example, you're in the last part of collecting the grand prize, which is a good amount of tokens, and you have just 1% fuel left. You can use the consumable NFT of fuel, where your fuel gets up to half mark or even full mark, and then you collect the final wealth, which is much more than the NFT that you have used. So such more things coming up for S2O. And this week we are going to unveil more Warcrafts or boats as NFTs. So stay tuned with our marketplace. I'll talk about Top G later. Let's talk about marketplace first, since I mentioned marketplace. With marketplace, our marketplace, I would say, is a decent one. But after we started construction of our marketplace way back 2 years ago, and we did not release it because our products were not ready. So after that, we realized, we need to have lot many things integrated. And now that it's live, it is not possible for us to integrate all of this stuff. So uh, we need, like, for example, we need rentals, we need staking, because relying on third party rentals or relying on partners is fine. They're good enough, but anything can happen anytime, and we really, after looking at what is happening in crypto, we really want to develop everything in house into our ecosystem, so that there is no probability of, at least from the internal team, to do something wrong. So that's a lot of thing to do with marketplace. So we are working on a new, very brand new marketplace which has more than 15 functionalities. So like right now, for example, if you have weapon NFTs and arsenal, yeah, and you need to upgrade the NFTs. So how do you own these as NFTs? So you cannot mint them by yourself on a marketplace. So the new one will allow you to mint by yourself and create your own unique NFT. Which is also very much important for S2O, where you can upgrade the boards, you can put weapons on it, you can put new skins, make it beautiful, and mint your own board because you have put your arts and your hard work into it. Put it up for sale or your wish, whatever you want to do. So all these things we want to be done on our marketplace, not go elsewhere. Everything in house at our place. Uh, I think I was clear about it. Yes. So the next would be, let's talk about Top G. So Top G, we had a meeting today. Top G is going fine. There were a few challenges with Top G. Those have been overcome. The final controls were tested today. And we are looking, I mean, the target given to the developers is to have a closed alpha testing by end of this month, and looking very positive. And from S2O itself, we showed you a glimpse of S2O on iOS, and we are already testing it on test flight. The next apps, Fanwelt, Top G, all will be tested both parallelly on Android and iOS. And hopefully, once we launch Arsenal on iOS, the rest all applications will become smooth. And we are also finding a way, not finding a way. It is possible, of course, but we are finding the right fit of using NFTs with Apple Store as well. uh, Something also cool going on with Top G. Recently, we looked at about more than 10 YouTube videos, 10 influential videos made on Fabwelt, which is nice. I would say such organic activity happening gives us a lot of confidence, and it did also improve the token liquidity. Now we are about 2 million market cap, if I'm not wrong. And Yeah, so following this, we have a lot of other events. We have H2O marketing event coming up. And we recently, partnered with Ethermail, and you should really sign up with Ethermail because Ethermail is a decentralized mailing system. So you will not have all these, spam emails coming up, marketing emails coming up, wherein you have to unsubscribe it or you really do not want it. So Ethermail is very nice, and we would also be pushing a lot of information and latest news by Ethermail. So yeah, look into it. It's a nice thing to do. Completely decentralized, so that's the best part. And I would say tomorrow we are going to announce a partnership with a blockchain called as EML. They are doing something incredible, which is having a great protocol for B2B, and they're Korea based. They have some mind blowing plans. So very much honored to associated with them. So we're gonna announce it tomorrow. A new blockchain again. We recently partnered with Simplio. If you did have a chance to, go through Simplio, they are doing something really very cool. Uh, what uh, like they have an inbuilt app where they're going to have one app store for web3 games. So you basically go to the store, you type Arsenal, you get the game, and you directly play from their app. The major advantage to go into their app is you'll be able to buy tokens with fiat. You'll be able to buy NFTs with fiat. You will be even be able to swap tokens. Let's say you do not like Arsenal, you found some other X game you want to play, and you do not want to swap it to USDC or USDT. You can directly swap well tokens into their project tokens and just start playing. So isn't that brilliant? So yeah, we are doing such kind of stuff, which is fun and also advanced with technologies, many other stuff, but no worries, we are going to there yet. So the next one is also very interesting. It's called CHLGG. So this is a project which has done great or big tournaments with projects like Valorant, projects like PUBG, etc., etc. And they are co-founded by European Union, the European Union itself. So they want to collaborate with us and create tournaments for Arsenal, and something very special tournaments wherein it will be so tactically corrected and analyzed that one of the tournament is called what is the distance between the headshots in the game. So if you take a headshot from long, you have a high score. You If you take a headshot from very near distance, you have a low score. So such kind of tournaments are also crazy stuff from them. So we begin with, and not to forget, you should remember that we talked about zero sum, and they are also going to do something cool and big. It's just that so much to do, and we really think 24 hours is so very less. I wish I had about three times more hours in a day. But anyway, uh, with Fanbuild coming up, we'll have a new revamped and fresh website for Fanbuild. I hope we'll launch pretty much soon, and we'll give you the dates for the launch. And no, I hope, or no, we are going to launch the website directly, and you can have a look. And there is going to be a pre-registration contest, so please do pre-register for Fanville so that you get the early access to play the first tournaments on Fanville. Yeah, look out for it. No, I mean we'll give you ample time so that you can check out. It's not going to end soon, or it's not going to start right away. But just yeah, be attentive. But the final thing, which is the most important thing of today, I feel, this is my personal opinion, right? Uh, Sometimes it happens that we try to follow like goats, and it has happened to me. It happens to every human on this planet. uh, Even if you see on the highway, sometimes a lane is totally free and people are not even looking at it, especially in my country. And there are a lot of stuff where the first person, what he does, the line behind him, the queue behind him starts to follow the same. I did really see this trend in terms of people mentioning about our website is not good. So I think a couple of YouTube videos did mention it, and then everybody started coming to our platform and say, "Oh, the website is not good. Please update it." When we updated the website after the first website, I did not get a negative comment on it, and everybody, "Oh, that's so nice. It's a fresh design. Blah blah blah. Everything is so cool." But on the other side, supporting the community, I understand after a point of time when you look at something so very often, you really get bored of it. And websites are one of the thing. And we were thinking about updating the website since a long time, trust me. But we had H2O website to do. We had Fanwell website to do. Uh, and recently, what else we did? Yeah, so we did Top G website, which is going to come next. And there was so much to do with full stack developers. So that is why we couldn't do. Now I would say, because of your inputs, we have already begun the redesigning of Fabwelt website. I would say it is 70% done, 60%, 70% done. Now the next thing is more refining it, making it perfect, trying to play with colors more and trying to make the user experience better. So I can guarantee you that the new Fabwelt website will be live in the month of August, hopefully much sooner than the end of August. I will try my best. But apart from that, for sure in August, and I hope it will be a much lighter and easier version for you to, go through it, learn through it, and things easy to understand and much pleasing to the eye. I wish that we do a good job that almost everyone is pleased, and we get new influential videos coming from YouTube that they have done a good job now. Whatever X they are promising, that X is possible easily. So yes, so we are working on it because no matter how much do we think, community is first, and if you want it, we will do it. Yes, that's about it. I did speak a lot, so let's go to the interaction section. I can see there are a lot of requested people. I'll pick four of you and one from the chat. So, are you guys ready? I'll just pick a random uh, person from. Okay. The first one is because it's my favorite. Vanquish Snake. Yeah. Hi. You're a speaker. You may ask your question, or you may give your suggestion. Anything you would like to. You're muted if you are
Yeah,
speaking.
can
Yeah.
you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. How are you?
Yeah, so can you tell me about like biggest milestone you are looking to hit this year, like in terms of like sustainability and interoperability?
Yeah, very much. Very good question. The biggest milestone would be by the end of this year, we'll have four fully functional game live. Arsenal, H2O, Fanwelt, and Top G. So that would be one of the biggest achievements, and to have kind of four high-end games, it's not normal on blockchain. And with this, we would also want to see our marketplace fully functionable with every set of NFTs and with every categories for every game properly functioning, and we have a kind of a, let's say, already sustainable revenue model. And also we get quality gamers, good enough gamers by the end of this year, and we end the year on a high with saying that Web3 gaming is here to stay. That would be my thing.
Yeah, and in terms of like your team members, like where are they based on?
Okay, yeah. So the team is very diverse, I would say. I'm I'm in India. BB is in the founder is in Netherlands. Praveen is in Germany. A whole lot of our gaming team is in Philippines. The social media team is in Philippines. There's a whole chunk of developing team in India, so it's spread across. I would say, our influential team is a part of the influential team is from Africa. The testing team is from Asia, South Africa. Yeah, so there's a lot of diversification there.
Okay, thank you for explaining.
Thank you, thank you. Have a good day. Okay, so thank you, and I choose the next speaker now. Uh, the next speaker would be okay. Let's go for Uncle Umar. Okay, let's select Uncle Umar. Hi, hello. You have to
Am I
unmute yourself.
okay? Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Okay, thank you very much for bringing me up to ask my question. It's been an interesting AME, seeing what the roadmap of Fabwelt. However, my question is, what is your business model? Like, how do you tend to generate revenue to keep your business going? Do you depend on investors, or you have a budget set aside for it? Thank you.
Uh, yes, that's a good question. In fact, we. Oh, sorry. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Can
Yes, I
someone?
can hear
Yeah,
you.
yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, so that's a very good question. In fact, we do not depend on anyone. We do not depend on external investments. We do not depend on community because they really do not owe us anything. In fact, we owe them everything because we are building it for them, and they stay with us. That's more than enough. So we have certain funds allocated to make sure that the business and operations are running fine. And thank God, if God is somewhere there, that it's been functional since now 2 years. Last year was really very tough, to be honest, and we had to make some of the hardest decisions. But this year has been, uh, kind of better, and we are doing well. And I would say even now we have been doing some marketing activities, though you cannot see, but they are going to see gain some good results. And moving forward as well, I hope, touch wood, I believe that we are able to sustain this project in a very good way. Now, the sustainability is also a matter of how is our revenue model designed. So our revenue model is pretty well, with Arsenal, the amount that we earn every month, if we are selling, if we are converting that into actually cashable stuff for operations, we could easily survive. In fact, we can even scale, but we are not, because we have funds, and we think that currently now is not the right situation to impact our tokenomics. We have more games coming on. I'm sure that revenue is going to increase multiple times. And if we take some droplets of water from, I won't say river or sea, but let's say from a small bowl, it doesn't affect so much. So yeah, that time it should be from the revenue.
Awesome. Thank you for the answer. I have one more question.
Yeah.
Yeah, am I audible? Hello, am I audible?
Yes. Yeah, yeah, you're audible. Yes,
Okay,
please ask.
yeah. I would like to know if you have any ambassadorship programs running right now, especially from people from the region of Africa.
So, no, we do not have currently yet, but, as I said, we are doing marketing. We have basically focused, I would say, very much on the, African regions, the North African regions, and you would see that, the African base is improving. I hope in about a month, because we have seen, because of our research, we have seen that there is a potential of good gaming on Africa side. But yeah, ambassadorship, not even Africa, we do not have for any part. So currently, no.
Okay, thank you so much and good luck.
Yeah, thank you. Have a good day. Okay, so to John, let's take the next question. Mm, excuse me. Okay, so I would want to Tokyo. Okay, Tokyo. Hi, Tokyo. You are a speaker. You can ask your question, or if you want to suggest something.
Yeah. Hello. Yeah.
Yes. Hi.
Sorry. Anyways, I wanted to ask them, how do you plan to attract Web2 and Web2 people not in the space to your project?
That's the ultimate aim. As I mentioned earlier in the space. If you see, the adoption is not happening because the product side is very weak in terms of gaming. You might see a lot of videos and you'll be like, oh, that's a great game, but it's just a video. There isn't any game behind that video. Making a video is not very difficult. I can make the best video out there with my team and make you believe that, oh, this is going to be the next big thing, but the game will never be out because they cannot match that. So is the market. So how would like if I'm a gamer and if I come to your platform and if I see that that you promised me something so cool, but I'm waiting for 1 2 years and I do not see anything happening, so I still go back to Web 2. So our motto is to give that trust to Web 2 gamers that good products are being developed on Web 3, while you also do not have to worry about any blockchain part. You just have to play the game and you're still earning. I think that's the motto, and we are seeing the conversion happening, not on a very large scale, but still, I have seen on our platform, some Web 2 gamers coming and playing our games and still sticking to our games. That's because the product side is improving. And we will keep this intact, that we will try to develop good products, even if the blockchain part is not so very strong. If the products are very very strong, we'll have the adoption happening, and once the adoption happens, we can work on the blockchain side, and that's really not very difficult to do so. Yeah, that's how we are bringing the Web 2 gamers to. It's actually very simple. Just develop a good game. You really do not have to beg them, ask them to play your game. Gamers are hungry for something good, and they will automatically come to your platform. As simple as that. Yeah, I hope I answered your question.
Yeah.
Thank you. Have a good day. Okay, so now next question I take is from John. The fourth question and the final one from speaker. Then I would choose something from the chat. Hi, John. How are you? John, you're muted.
There we go. Thank you. How you doing?
Uh, Pretty fine. Very nice.
Yes,
Yes,
got a question for you. Okay, if
please.
we buy a weapon and arsenal,
Yeah.
and if we buy a boat and H2O, is it
Yeah.
is it possible that they could do like a morphing NFT to where you can basically morph your weapons. I know you're coming out weapon bolts, but your weapons explicitly into that bolt. You have to buy the NFT to use it. It'd be a consumable, but it would combine both whatever you got in arsenal, what you choose, and whatever bolt, and it would morph it into something unusual, a special one.
You're asking, can we, combine a boat NFT and a weapon NFT to make something special?
Yeah, you got your guns that you have an arsenal, and you buy a consumable NFT that allows you to morph one time, for the play or whatever, into the boat, and it would just be a unique design for that particular set of guns and that boat.
Yeah, of course. That's going to be, in fact, now. It's not there in place, and moving forward, it is going to be the simplest thing you could do, because we are planning the boats also to be weaponized. You can place weapons on the boats and enter into the battlefield or enter into a mode where you can shoot with weapons. So you take the weapon to the H2O game. The game will recognize the weapon. You go to the customizer, you put it on your boat, and you can mint it as a unique NFT.
That okay, all right, yeah. I was just thinking about
And
that. Yeah, 'cause I love what I'm seeing. I like playing it. That H2O, them controls are a little touchy, man. I'm like, holy smokes! But yeah,
yeah,
we'll get it down. Oh yeah, I got people here at work looking at it. This is what you're talking about. I said, yep. I told you guys, get into it. I'm telling you,
yeah,
they've already downloaded a couple things. So, all right, well, thank you. I got to get back to work. I'm on company time.
yeah.
Hey, you take it. Have a
Thank you,
blessed
guys.
day. Thank you very much. Bye bye.
Yeah, you too. Bye bye.
Okay, so people, let's take a question, a proper question, which makes sense from from the chat, and I'm looking at it. Um, okay, it's really very tough because the initial questions are tough for me to pick. Uh, okay, so there's one question. I'm sorry I couldn't really very scroll down. There's question from Bliss. Um, okay, so Bliss asked me that you made mention of buying NFTs. Yeah, he means weapon NFTs from Arsenal, and you can mint it. So if everyone can mint it, it will reduce the price. That's what his question is. Uh, you know, you can mint an NFT when your NFT has some unique things in it. Like if you are going to buy an AK-47 and apply a skin and then go and mint your NFT, probably that would not have so much of appreciation. Depends on what the skin can do. But let's say if you have, how do I say, uh, uh, put in a lot of investment into it, customized it a lot, have a new have a new body. You've made AK-46, sorry, AK-47 or something very cool, and then you mint it, which is going to be much powerful in the game, which is going to get you more points, which is going to have, let's say, more ammunition in one round or whatever. uh, that will of course give you more value than any other weapon in the market. So even if everyone is trying to mint it, you will have your unique sorry you will have your own unique way of presenting a new NFT, sorry, or weapon in the market. Now, again, yes, we are still stuck in the question that many people can do this kind of thing. They can do whatever. So that's where the contest is going to come up. You have to make yourself so stand out that your NFT sale is going out there first and people are buying.
but also there will be a lot of demand in future. Like if the player base is going to grow really very high, of course the supply and demand will be so very much in high position that someone will come and buy your NFT. And of course, if the base price is, let's say, $50, and you have put your investment and you're selling it, you are not that innocent, or if I may say, you're not, you're not going to sell it for a lower price than what you bought for. It might also permit you, like let's say if it's a very very big bear market, so probably you won't be selling for what you want, but at least you should be able to get something back out of it. So that's my answer. And I could get you in theory, but you really have to check out in practical how that happens. And give us some time, and give us yourself some time. You will see actually in real, like, how this gonna function. I hope I answered you. That was a great question, in fact. So we are done with 5 questions. That was wonderful, great AMA. Thank you everyone for joining. We do have every 2 weeks AMA. Next would be on Telegram. Please make sure you're on our Telegram, and then yeah, we again try to distribute some good rewards. Initially we started with NFTs, now we moved to tokens. Who knows? We can, with the launch of new S2 NFTs, we might do a board NFT. With the launch of weapons, we do a weapon NFT. So stay tuned. We'll try to make things surprising, and anything for you. So thank you very much. Thank you very much for giving your time. I hope you take care until 2 weeks later, Tuesday. Yeah. Bye bye.